Hi, this is Callie from Liberate Entertainment here at Gideon's Hall with
Spare Me Graceful.
What's up, guys? How are you tonight?
Good. How you doing tonight, guys?
Good. I can't wait to get some footage out of tonight's set and get some of that out to the fans.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very fun one tonight.
Definitely. So what's your name and what do you play in the band and what are some of your influences?
My name is Morgan. I'm the bass player. I'm one of the newest members of the band. Some of my influences. Ooh, okay, well, from the top of my head, definitely my favorite band I would say is Foo Fighters. Not necessarily the genre that we're playing, but if I had to pick bands from our specific genre, top three would be A Day to Remember, Of Mice and Men, and Beartooth.
Nice.
I don't want to hear any shit talking about that.
All right.
Cool. I'm Kurt. I do all the screaming in the band, and I also play lead guitar in the band. Influences, I would guess, would be like I grew up on a lot of like 80s glam metal bands, like Motley Crue and Poison and stuff, and that's what my dad was playing, and so I was just listening to like the stuff he was playing growing up when I was a kid, and I ended up liking it as I got older, and I have a lot of that influence in my like solos from like 80s players, so that's basically my main influences.
That's a good name.
Nice. Yeah.
What's up? I'm Teo, lead vocals and rhythm guitar. I would say influences in this genre, definitely main influence for vocals would be Spencer Charnas of Ice Nine Kills. Outside of the genre, because I'm one of those kids that grew up listening to pop rock, I would say Martin Johnson, Boys Like Girls. As far as just like bands, definitely did remember Pierce the Veil, Ice Nine Kills again, I See Stars for sure.
Nice.
The electronic stuff.
Oh yeah.
What's up? I'm Stefano. I play keys and do background screams. Most of my influence, my biggest influence is probably Tom DeLonge from Blink. But my electronic influence, what like drives my part in the band, would probably be like a lot of Deadmau5 and earlier trance. I grew up on like a lot of like punk, like No Effects, Screeching Weasel.
Nice.
But that evolved into Blink, and then that evolved into weird things like U2 and The Police. But most of my electronic influence comes from like people like Marshmello, Zed's Dead.
Nice.
What's up? I'm Tommy. I play drums and do all the percussion stuff in Spare Me. Let's think. I have a big hip hop background and a lot of like A Day to Remember and Blink-182. That's all in one. That's kind of what I do for Spare Me. And I don't know. Just like the 2 and 4 backbeats and like, you know, things that make people's head move. You know, I don't like to be like too flashy or too like just fast all the time. I like to, you know, make everyone move. That's my job.
Nice.
Also have fun while I do it. So.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So how would you guys describe your sound if you had a way to describe it?
hip hop, metal, and EDM.
Yeah.
It's like a post-hardcore electronic punk.
With a bit of pop
Pop
punk.
punk.
A little bit of pop punk,
Yeah.
for sure.
Nice.
We're still kind of developing our sound though. I mean, we're going to
like-
go right more with
There's
some
like
stuff that we're doing.
catchy choruses with like heavy breakdowns with like electronic synths going in the background. Little thing for everyone.
Nice.
We're finding our niche, like with where we fit with all the bands that already exist. Like the last track on our record called
Hold My Breath.
is a very like our sound, and like that's predominantly what our songwriting has mainly evolved into. That's the kind of stuff that we write nowadays.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, where can people find your music, and where can people find you online and everything?
iTunes, yeah, you can pick up our debut EP, 6 Feet Beneath the Waves, on iTunes. It's been out for almost, actually longer than a month now.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
iTunes you can buy it there. We have Spotify, Amazon.
You also stream it on YouTube if you search us Spare Me
There's a
Graceful.
video out as well.
Awesome.
Check that out. That's sweet. One of the singles.
Just did a playthrough for our song With or Against Us. So.
That's rad.
Great. Well, how was your guys' recording process like?
It was long because it's expensive. We actually
Indeed.
got lucky. He and I started the band a while back, and some guy named Mike Hart just hit us up and was like, "Hey, I like your sound, but I think I can make it better." come in, we'll do the first song free. We went and did the first song free. Turns out he helped work on We Came as Romans to Plant the Seed album. He recently just got signed to Red Bull Recording, so shout out to Mike Hart.
Nice.
Congrats, bro.
But we would go over to his place, DI Guitars. We do vocals at his place. We go and reamp. The first studio we went to was Wava Studios. He ended up, because that was like his place to go, it was in Burbank. We ended up going to another one called Clear Lake.
Yeah,
Clear Lake Recording to finish up the album. But it took us about
2 years.
a year and a half almost, as far because of financial, you know, how much money goes into it. But and band members have changed.
Yeah.
We finally locked it down. So
Well, you guys seem to be working together like really well then.
Oh, yeah.
All that.
Finally been a crew since January.
Yep.
That's great.
Now it's making moves. Tom cruising.
yeah.
Awesome.
That was stupid.
So we just released like EP 6 Feet Beneath the Waves, July 8th, and we're actually getting ready right now to go back. We're starting the writing process again, you know, get the creative juices flowing. We're gonna go back to the studio as soon as possible.
Awesome.
Do a full length, so we have like a 10-song album coming out pretty soon.
That's awesome.
Let's see how that goes.
That's great.
Great, dude.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Getting sidetracked at practices.
So how'd you guys meet? How'd the lineup come about?
Let's start. I remember this was back in what, 2012?
Summer 2013.
Summer 2013.
Good times.
We both went to, well, all of us went to MI at some point. This was Institute in Hollywood, California. I was living in a building, I still live in a building called the Rubik's Hollywood. I just happened to be walking out the back of my apartment one day and down the hall, and this guy stops me. I'm right here. This guy stops me right here. Cars. This guy stops right here and he's like, yo, my girlfriend likes your shirt. I was wearing the Pierce the Veil shirt. And we just started talking and he was like, well, do you sing? And like, what kind of stuff do you sing? And like, I was telling him, well, I sing exactly like this, Pierce the Veil, you know, this is the kind of stuff I play. He's like, I have a track, you know, come and play it. So come and sing on it.
Let's see what you sound like on top of this demo thing that I recorded on a laptop. And I was just like, huh, this is exactly the kind of vibe that like I was looking for. So I was just like, bro, let's make this real.
Yeah.
That's great.
Then we had one of our drummers, and he had like some stuff happen back home, so he ended up having to quit and he went back home. And I remembered, I was actually on vacation from school. I remember there was this one cat that I saw sitting outside one day. He was like, yo, you know, if your drummer ever leaves, I'd be down to do it, you know, like play for you guys. So I come back and I'm like, God, I can't remember this guy's name. I can't find him anywhere.
Oh man.
And I go to
We go to Guitar Center and then we're walking back from Guitar Center.
stop by Sam Matt's drum store in Hollywood on Sunset, and I see him behind the counter. I was like,
No
that's
way.
the dude, Tommy, that's his name. So,
He's like shedding on like drums, ripping it up, and I was like, yeah, that's him. So then we got to talking, and then he ended up being our permanent drum replacement.
That's great.
and these two guys, this was a package. You couldn't just have one.
And yeah, we had a little like band kind of going before this, but it really wasn't going anywhere. And then he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, this band called Spare Me Graceful. He's looking for a bassist." I was like, "That's sick." I was like low-key jealous. I was like, "Fuck, this band's good." And he was gonna do a tryout, and you went to do a tryout.
Yeah, I remember I actually, our good friend Sean, he asked, I went over to these guys' place to hang out, and they actually showed me the demos for, I think it was, it was 6 Feet Beneath the Waves, their title track, and Moving Forward, and I listened to it, I was like, damn, this shit's good, like I wish I was in this band. And then I found out that, and that same night, it was one of you guys that said that, oh yeah, like, you know, we might need a new bassist and stuff like that. So that kind of stayed in my head.
Wow, yeah.
And it was at a point where it was like, okay, I got to do something with music. And I hit you up and I said, hey, you guys still need a bassist? And you're like, yeah, you want to try it? I'm like, yeah, sure. You got a bass? I'm like, yeah. So then I saw him passing in the hallway one day, and I was walking out of class with Stefano, and then he said, hey, if you guys need a synth player.
I'm a huge Icy Stars fan, so I was like,
yes, all right.
Yeah. And I really like, I did like electronic music, like did my own like little like EDM stuff on the side.
Cool.
So I knew about electronic music and how to like make it, but not really piano and like keys and playing like that. And they were like, hey, we need it. I was like, okay. And like, what is the song's like tuning? And they're like, oh, it's like C. I'm like, okay, cool. I learned C chord, and like the first practice, I was just what I learned like the day before, and
That's how it is, though.
just clicked. It just glued everything
Great.
together into one piece.
And then our first like full band rehearsal was like right after Thanksgiving or something, and it was at Cascade Studios on Santa Monica. And I just distinctly remember we were playing. The first song that we jammed together was Moving Forward, because I remember going back to San Diego for Thanksgiving and I brought my bass with me and I practiced the entire time I was there. I was like, I'm not gonna fuck this up.
He thinks that playing bass is like.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, I distinctly remember when we started playing that song, like, it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
It just felt natural.
Yeah, it felt natural.
As cheesy as that sounds.
It makes sense.
Really clicking. So it was.
Even in bands where like the music might be right, but like there's that one guy where you're like, eh. Your friends are cool, but like there's no music creativity. There's no. It's the same riff that you've heard 20 different times.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting on the stage tonight with you guys and just like, it's that
That's pretty much.
Aww.
We all got like together, so.
That's so funny because I'm like just now knowing about this because Eric just like comes up to me one day, he's like, oh yeah dude, I recruited like these guys, and I was like, oh word.
Well, now it's all out on the table. So.
That's how songs are written. He'll
That's
come up,
right.
Hey, here's this like riff, and it's like this entire song. We're like, wow, where did this come from?
So where do you guys see yourselves in a year from now? Where do you see this new writing?
Yeah, tour.
Eating ramen noodles every single day, being stuck in bunks this close to each other
On a Warped Tour.
breaking down and having tons of laughs.
I think what we'd like to do is like. We definitely want to do like a small tour. At first probably just the West Coast, like a 2-week tour or something up and down. And then hopefully, get all the way over to the East Coast. Possibly, be able to get on Warped Tour, do like All-Stars Tour, maybe just a show here or something. So
yeah,
it'd be pretty awesome. I think that's what we really want to do.
Just gotta keep building the momentum.
Exactly.
We have it right now.
definitely.
Right on September, since this guy's gonna be gone, we're gonna take some time to bring our ideas together and see what we got.
Great. So is there anything you guys would like to say to the fans before you sign out?
I appreciate everyone that.
Thank you so much for listening to our music and coming out to our shows.
Yeah, we wouldn't be where we are. We would not be here. We would not have this album if it wasn't for all of you guys. I mean, you're the reason we do it. I mean, yeah, we love to play music for ourselves too, but I think, as a band, I think inside everyone, I speak for everyone, I say this, that we want to show people, you're not alone, you can do this. It's achievable, and this is all for you guys. So just thank you again.
Awesome.
I want to say thanks to like all the kids who like have bought shirts and like merch from the shows, and I see you guys wear it and it means like the world to me.
Seriously.
And send us pictures wearing the merch, and I'm just like, wow, like this is bigger than us, you know what I mean? And ultimately, like, kids buying the merch feeds our ramen, so
Yes.
thank you.
Tour life.
Very, very true.
All right, guys.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, if they wanted to see the shirt, we actually.
Oh,
Oh.
we got Sarah who's wearing this shirt.
Where's the shirt? Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo.
repping hardcore.
Thank you again, guys.
All right. Well, this is Callie from Liberate Justice Entertainment signing out here at Gideon's Hall with
Spare Me Graceful.
Later, guys. Night.
Thank you.
Later.